My baloney has a first name, it's O-S-C-A-R. My baloney has a second name, it's M-E-Y-A-R. Oh, I love to eat it every day, and if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with B-O-L-O-G-N-A. Hello YouTube, it's Sam. It is, Wednesday, March 23rd, 2011, which is exactly seven already months on testosterone. And that's the garbage truck. I bet you can hear it, but maybe you can't see it. I can't aim this right. So yeah, this is my 7th month on T video, which is insane that it's been 7 months already, but okay. So I've passed a couple times, which has been really interesting. So one time was I went to Old Navy to get a new pair of jeans. Because when I first started T, I gained 20 pounds, and then within the past month or two, I've lost 10 pounds. And I don't exercise. Hello, butt. Hello, butt. Look, it's the butt. Oh, where's the butt? Hi, butt. It's you. I love you. I love you. This is the butt. I love you. Okay. So, I went to Old Navy, and I went to the men's department, I got my pants, and I went to the dressing room, and at the dressing rooms at Old Navy, or maybe only at this one, but it was really weird, the woman, like, writes your name in dry erase marker on this little thing on the door, like each door. So she said, is your name John? And I was like, no, it's Sam. That's my brother's name. And I was just like, do you say that to everyone because you think it's stupid that you have to write people's names on the thing, or what? But I was read as male because she thought my name was John, so that's cool. The other time that I passed was I was at school and I got a veggie burger with avocado, which was delicious, and lots of ketchup. And I brought it over to the the register thing, my number, and the guy said, "What did you order, sir?" Or something like that. I don't quite remember, but it was definitely like a male addressing word, and I was like afraid to speak for a moment because I thought that the usual thing was going to happen, which is they read me as male, I speak, they go, "Oh, sorry," because they hear my voice, but he heard my voice and I said a veggie burger and he didn't correct himself. And so maybe he thought something, but I kind of think I passed, which was cool. Um, yeah. I mean, me and passing is something that I haven't really given like that much thought to. Honestly, it's usually just like I would prefer to not confuse people, and I would prefer to not be read as female. So I guess the only other option is passing as male, but passing implies that I am seeking to pass, and I guess I am. It's interesting. I'm kind of coming to it from a roundabout way. Um, like I said, I don't want to be read as female, and I don't want to confuse people, so okay, apparently I want to pass. That was interesting. I just figured that out just now. Um, and I guess it's that I want to pass on like a social level for everyday heteronormative society, and then for the queer community, it's important to me to maintain some kind of visibility of queerness and transness. So that's something that I'll have to figure out as it comes. But so far, passing to people that I don't know out in public is going well. So that's cool. I was really surprised that the guy was like, he didn't question me at all. So that was cool. Okay, their stuff, facial hair is totally coming in. I shaved like a couple days ago, and there's already like a lot of growth. And I really don't think you can see this, but I'm growing my sideburns. Maybe you can. Right here. See? Maybe. I have, for the past like 3 times that I've shaved, I haven't shaved there. Maybe. Do you see that? A little. It's totally noticeable, like, in normal life. But anyway, that's exciting. I'm enjoying that. It's raining again. And speaking of facial hair, so I went to a classmate's screening of a film of his. He just like stopped in the middle of his sentence and like went over to me and was just like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "What?" And he was talking about the hair that I have under my chin. He was just like, "I saw it all the way from over there. That's awesome!" And I was like, "Thanks." That's kind of a weird, socially not quite acceptable thing to do, but I don't care. I've got arm muscles starting to show up, even though I'm not going to the gym. Did I tell you guys I quit the gym? I quit the gym and I feel great about it. The guilt was killing me. So that's not flexing. Not flexing. Flexing. You can't see that at all. Flexing. Okay, well, the way that I can tell is that right here, there's a line that didn't used to be there. That's pretty cool. Let's try the other side. There, I think you can see it. The line, nothing, line, nothing, line. That's pretty cool. Great, now I'm cold. My hair is really long. That's another thing. I can make a ponytail. Maybe. I went to a recital for a queer trans singing class thing. It's really nice that that resource is available for people, and especially for those whose voices are changing because of hormones and the like. Afterwards, I drove home and found myself doing the exercises that he had taught us. And so one of them goes like this. And you have to do this like hand motion. Here it goes. I love to sing. And it was really funny. And then you do a whole scale. And you go, I love to sing. I love to sing. I love to sing. I can't go that low. But anyway, that was really funny. That I started singing that on my own. Speaking of my voice, I was doing this recording thing for a presentation that I gave in class. I like didn't even recognize that that was actually my voice. Like I thought that it was really extra low because I hadn't been like talking much that day when I recorded it, and actually that might actually be my voice. Still that disconnect between what I think it's going to sound like, what it actually sounds like, what I think it sounds like in my head, what it sounds like recorded, like it's different. I was telling my brother about how my belly is getting fuzzy. And it's, by the way, starting to creep up kind of the middle of my chest. And not as hairy as my belly, but little hairs. And my brother was like, "Oh, are you getting the family trait yet?" And I was like, "What's the family trait?" And he was like, "3 hairs out of every pore." And I was like, no. And he was like, well, just wait. And I was like, that's really intense and a lot of hair. And I think they're follicles. Actually, my dad said they're follicles. Oh, here's an interesting thing. So, the guy who comes to do like fix it things around the house and gardening and a bunch of different things, he came to the house, who, by the way, still calls me Liz. I don't know how to correct him. It's just awkward. He came to the house the other day, and I hadn't seen him in like a while. Like maybe the whole time I've been on T, I hadn't seen him. And he was like, "Oh, how are you?" And "Oh, how are you?" And we chatted, and then he was like, "Wow, do you have a cold?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Oh, your voice is really different." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, it is. It's really different." He was like, "Why? What's going on?" I said, I like thought about it for a second. I was like, do I want to have this conversation with Jose, or am I just gonna make up something? And I decided, whatever, I'll just sort of have this conversation with him. So I said, oh, well, I'm taking testosterone. And it didn't really register what that meant to him. And so I kind of explained, I was basically like, well, I was really sick before, and I've been taking it, and now I'm a lot better. But it has a couple side effects, like it makes your voice lower. He said, oh, is it permanent? And I said, yeah, yeah. And he said, oh. And I said, yeah, but it's really okay because I'm not sick anymore, and I don't mind. Oh, now it just got really bright. It's a monkey's wedding outside right now. Do you guys know about monkey's wedding? Monkey's weddings thing. It's when it's raining but sunny out. So, that was interesting. A conversation I was not planning on having, nor did I have any time to really prepare myself. But it was good. It went fine. So it's been decided my parents are going to come with me to Florida for my top surgery with Dr. Garamoni in July. And I feel really good about that decision. I had been struggling with who could come with me and be my caretaker person for that week. I didn't want my parents to come because of a couple reasons. First, when I'm with them, I tend to go into child mode, and I wanted to take this step as someone who is becoming a grown up. Also, I didn't want it to frighten them in any way. It's intense. It's pretty intense. I didn't want to scare them. Also, when in the past, when I've like done trans things or gender things or process or whatever, I like do it all over here on my own. And then once I've come to a conclusion or whatever, then I present it to them over here, and we have a conversation and we work through how that affects our relationship, and all of that. And I thought that this was going to be something that was like that too. But, it wasn't coming together. And my mom had previously said that they would be willing to come and take care of me. And I was like, maybe, I don't know. And then when I talked to her more recently, she said, we really want to be a part of this. We really want to be there and take care of you. It just like really hit me. I was like, that's completely different than we're willing to come help. Like wanting to be there, wanting to be a part of it is really big and really special. I decided, yeah, that's definitely what we should do. And we'll take this step together, and it'll be a bonding experience. I'm really looking forward to that because I was having a lot of anxiety about it. And then once we made this decision, like I just feel the tension like leave my body, and I know that it's the right choice. Oh, my mom also said that it doesn't mean that I'm a child that they would be coming and taking care of me, because parents help their children all different times of their lives when they need help. And that doesn't make them a child. It just means that's what family does. So it was really nice. I have more hair on my toes, especially my big toe. I hope I don't get hobbit feet. I'm watching the hair on my fingers slowly creeping past my watch, like up to here. Also, these like pretty major veins are starting to show up on the tops of my hands. They particularly show up after a shower. I don't know why, but I noticed that. Yeah, basically this past month has been good. I've been doing a lot of work, working on my thesis proposal for school. By the way, Gender Odyssey is August 5th through 7th in Seattle. You guys should go. I went not last year because I didn't have it, but I went the year before, and I'm not exaggerating. It was one of the most affirming, supportive environments I think of my entire life. It was wonderful. There was an entire coffee shop meetup just for genderqueer people of the transmasculine spectrum. Like, oh my God, to be surrounded in real life by people who feel that way too is just like really powerful. I hope that everyone is doing wonderfully, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.